Hi, I'm Tara Lyons of Team Tara Lyons with Royal LePage, and I am giving you the update, and it is January. So, let's talk about some numbers. There's a lot of talk about the market and all these massive declines. And one of the things I want to stress with you is your location. When I talk about Belleville, for example, between November to December, we saw a 10% decrease in pricing. But if I were to talk about Thurlow, which is part of Belleville, but just north of the 401, there was only just around a 3% decrease in pricing. But if I go to Quinte West, we see about a 16% decrease in pricing in December. I don't want you to get stuck on those percentages. That's what you hear out in the news. We want to take a look at your price range, your style of home, because all of that is different. You hear in the newspapers and on the radio and in social media, general, averages, overall. We want to be specific to your home, because even when I say that Belleville had a 10% decrease in pricing, that may not be on your home. That can just be on a certain price range. We haven't seen a large decrease in pricing in our homes under $500,000. So that's why it's important that you talk with us. Okay, let's switch some gears. Let's talk about the overall market and our projections for 2023, the whole year. So when I talked about the average decrease of the 10%, we actually went from approximately 514,000 in November, and we went to 462,500 in December. When we look at Thurlow, we went from approximately 590,000 in November to 573,800 in December. So that was that 3% decrease. And when I mentioned the decrease in Quinte West of around that 16%, we went from 519,000 in November to an average sale price of 435,000 in December. The other factor to take into consideration when we're talking about these decreases that you see is the number of homes sold. So an example is, when we look at those averages for November in Thurlow, that was taken over 17 sales. When we look at it for December, there were only 7 sales. So when you have that kind of change in number of homes sold, that changes the overall perspective of what's actually happening in the market. Here's the thing, nobody can say exactly when the bottom of the market is, because you don't know that until you start to see it go back up. So to time it and hit the bottom is very difficult. What we can tell you are the projections right now is we're already starting to see a stabilization across the country. If we look in our area, yes, I know I've just told you about decreases, but we are seeing smaller and smaller decreases compared to what we did. So right now we're telling everybody who wants to buy, this is the bottom of our market. We're expecting that maybe in the next 4 months. And then we'll start to see a stabilization and potentially increases towards the end of the year. So having said all of that, we cannot tell you exactly when the bottom of the market is, when it's going to change, when it's going to go up. So all we can do is just take a look at what's happening economically, what's going on around the world. We have a lot of positives right now. The unemployment rate is the lowest it's been in decades. People are working. People have been holding their money and waiting to be able to spend it on homes. We are still in a housing shortage overall throughout the country. So it's really important that you give us a call. Let us walk you through and talk you through what's happening specifically with your home, and let us put this into perspective for you and how this can benefit you. If you are interested or curious as to where your home sits in this market that we're in right now, invite us out. We do free market evaluations for people in their homes and provide that for you. So please give us a call, send us an email, give us a text, contact us. We'd be happy to help you.